Hi, my name is Roy, and today we're gonna be playing Dark Souls 1. This is just gonna be a little chill playthrough where, I'm not gonna be speedrunning or anything, but, playing at a normal pace. And, yeah, that's pretty much the whole idea. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, this is intended to just be watched while falling asleep, studying, relaxing, whatever. I personally, I like having just someone on my second screen while I do things, like play video games or whatever. And I usually watch YouTube videos while I fall asleep, so maybe this will find someone who has that itch that needs to be scratched. Hopefully. But yeah, throughout this, I would just explain my thought process while I play. It's not gonna be any raging, screaming, or yelling. I've played this game enough to the point where I mostly understand just how it works. So I don't really get angry at it or anything. You might have noticed well, if you've played the game before, I'm playing as the thief class. Because why not? I haven't done a bandit knife playthrough in a while. I think the last bandit knife run I've done is like a couple years old. So I just thought that could be a fun idea. Because the bandit knife does have bleed, which is nice. But, the range is absolutely horrible. So that'll pose a challenge on its own. And yeah, as you can see, it also doesn't do any poise damage. So that's fun. But yeah, I had this idea because I used to live stream on Twitch. Oh my lord. And my best friend would sometimes watch me and be like, man, I love watching you stream when I'm, in bed trying to fall asleep. I was like, huh, interesting. And I thought that could be a nice idea to turn into a video. Because I don't really live stream anymore. And yeah, you can see that was the first bleed proc on Asylum Demon. It does a lot of damage. Oh my god. I'm playing so badly. But yeah. Asylum Demon, easiest boss in the game, of course. We're gonna see him 2 more times. Kinda. Because they really love reusing this guy. But yeah, I'm pretty much gonna be playing normally, I think. I'm not gonna be doing like any crazy skips or whatever. Pretty much just going like the usual route through Underberg and whatnot. That's kind of the plan. Okay, we're gonna level up Dex, of course, to make our weapon do a bit more damage. And then we're gonna loot Firelink, because there's a lot of good loot to be had here. For example, there are some firebombs hidden here. Then there's also a couple of souls items. And, of course, what we're gonna do now is go to this elevator part here. And you can actually jump down. A lot of people actually don't know about this, but yeah, there's some nice loot here. I mean, mostly, crack red eye orbs are fun if you want to invade or whatnot, but I'm not an invading type of guy. I don't PvP in these games. But yeah, the best price here are these Homeward Bones, 6 a piece. Very good. Lloyd's Talismans can also be used, but I haven't really used them. But yeah, you use them on Mimic chests pretty much, so you get the loot without having to fight them. Which is nice, I guess, but I usually just kill them. Okay, we're looted up. And yeah, I guess we just progress now. Yeah, mostly... Oh my lord. Okay, okay. Am I actually gonna die here? That would be crazy. But yeah, we're just mostly gonna be skipping, like, loot and stuff here. Okay, I rarely see him do that attack, actually, but if he does, it's actually kind of scary. But yeah, we're just gonna be progressing normally. I'm mostly gonna be skipping, like, loot, because unless it's, like, a super good boss soul, you don't really need it. Not boss soul, right? Like, you know, soul of a hero or whatever, you don't really need it. I keep getting hit, that's crazy. Okay. I'm actually scary bad right now. Oh my lord. Okay, this is actually getting very annoying. I'll just continue, I guess. Okay, buddy boy. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, first death, very nice. That's fine though. Actually, we might get respawned at Firelink, yeah, because I didn't rest at the bonfire. That's fine. The run back's only like 2 minutes. But yeah, I'm a bit rusty, because I haven't actually done a solo run of this game in a while. The last couple of playthroughs I've done are actually... They've been with my friend, like, with the seamless co-op mod. And, you know, you don't really... You don't play the same in that kind of environment. Because, you know, you mostly just run through, kill every enemy. But yeah, we're back. Actually got hit while sitting down. Very cool. Okay, my plan actually was to go down here and fight the Black Knight. But... I actually won't be doing that, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna go up here, get the gold pine resin from the chest behind here. Which is gonna help me with the early bosses. Gonna jump that. Okay, let's see if I can do the barrel jump. I can. Very nice. Yeah, if you time your jump correctly, you can actually just ignore the damage of the barrel, which is very helpful. I'm gonna play very principled and kill these two fellas. But yeah, you can tell, apart from the bleed, this knife has no redeeming qualities. Except, of course, parry damage. I mean, that goes without saying. Which I will actually be using. I'll be getting a ring that increases my parry damage a lot. Which actually goes very well with daggers, believe it or not. Daggers actually have a higher crit modifier than most weapons. Okay, that stun was interesting. I actually kind of hate Taurus. Because, yeah, look, the hitbox is just so weird, man. He just has a really weird hitbox. And I don't appreciate it. But, you know, I'm gonna get through it. Probably. Yeah, the bleed proc does a lot of damage. But yeah, the base damage is obviously horrendous. 15 damage apiece. Oh, the running attack is 21. That's crazy amount of damage. Maybe I should just do that. Just keep doing running attacks, I guess. Maybe two-ending it. The reason I don't two-end is because, you know, it attacks faster, stacks my bleed faster. But yeah, the hitboxes for this guy are just insanely annoying. And the more I'm doing this fight, the more I realize I probably just should have used one of my resins. Then this would be already over. But, you know. I do also love torturing myself. And that's it. Yeah. Very bad fight by me, to be honest. I haven't fought him in a while. Especially not with a dagger, but you know. It gets better. Eventually. Yeah, we just go through here. Hopefully, we make it to the end here without dying. Yeah, I mean, getting hit once is okay, I guess. That is fine. Okay, we're gonna go down here. Gonna level up a bit. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna level HP, because, you know, Thief actually starts with very low HP. And even though I'm fairly experienced in this game, I do think getting a bit of HP is always nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, if you go this way, you kind of do have to kill all the normal enemies, which is kind of a pain, of course. You can just kick this guy off. Now, here come the rats. We can mostly just run through. That's fine. My best friend absolutely hates this room, by the way. He always gets poisoned. It's actually very funny. Every time you played, he just exclaims his hatred for this room. Okay. Oh yeah, you can see, you do a lot of damage if you parry with the dagger. Because, you know, usually a Black Knight actually takes a lot of hits to beat, but, you know. With the dagger, 3 parries, and, yeah, just a couple attacks. It's gonna do him in. Okay. I might have said too much. Because now I'm scared. Okay. That was kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I probably just should have parried him again. I actually overestimated the amount of damage my normal attacks do. I don't even know how much they hit. I think they hit for like 10 damage. Which, yeah, that's nothing. Anyhow, we've made it here finally. Now we're gonna go to Undead Parish, where I'm probably just gonna... What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna upgrade my dagger, of course. Because down here there's actually the blacksmith. Well, one of the blacksmiths of the game. But he's like the main blacksmith I'm gonna be using. And most people are gonna be using, because he's the blacksmith that actually, you know, makes your normal equipment be able to go to the max level. So I'm gonna be using him for that. Oh yeah, he also has a gesture which you can learn, very nice. Oh yeah, I'm kind of broke, so I'm probably gonna want to use my soul items. There we go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can get it to +2, which is okay. The damage increase, as you can see, is really not great. What I am gonna do now, though... Wait, did I rest? I don't remember if I rested, and my strat actually kind of hinges on that. Because we're gonna do a little detour. And after that, we're gonna be using the home and bone to get back here. So I do kinda actually, you know, need that as my reset point. But yeah, what we're gonna do is get the best shield in the game. And after that, we're also gonna get a ring, which allows us to have more equip load. I mean, it's not gonna be a problem with this class, in theory, because, you know, my weapon weighs like nothing. But, you know, nice to have. I'm actually gonna be swapping it out later anyhow, because there's actually a ring that I will be using that increases my parry damage. Or rather, my riposte damage. Okay, I've never seen this guy follow me down here. In all my playthroughs, I have never seen this. Holy moly. That is wild. I guess you see new things every day. Anyhow, down here is the best shield in game. Got it by this nice looking Black Knight, which I'm gonna have to bait into, you know, hopefully not killing me. Okay, wait. What I forgot is this shield actually, you know, is not very good for blocking. I'm gonna have to... Oh, I can't hold it. Oh, this is very bad, actually. Yeah, I forgot. You need a bit more strength for that. I mean, how much damage do I do? I mean, I could just backstab him to death, theoretically. If he... Hello? You wanna come here, bro? What is your angle? Yeah, I guess I'll just have to backstab him. He's not really cooperating with my plans. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I just don't get a backstab. That's also cool. There we go. Jeez. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna want to do, rather? Is just block his attack and then backstab him and he falls down, dies. Pretty simple. usually, well, not usually, but usually when you play, I guess the sentence did start with usually. Anyway, you do want to kill this guy just to see if he drops the Black Knight Halberd, which is the best weapon in the game. Apart from, like, you know, max upgraded staff with 99 intelligence and dark beat spell. You know, but that's kind of an elaborate build you would have to do. But yeah, didn't drop it, so it's whatever anyway. And now we're gonna get the best, well, not the best, but a very good ring. From this fella, Havel. Who will drop a ring aptly called Havel's Ring. And this ring pretty much, I think it doubles your equip load. Which is pretty nice if you know, have a pretty heavy weapon and wear heavy armor. It's pretty nice to have. Okay, what are you blocking for, buddy? Oh, I hate this attack. I absolutely hate that attack with a passion. What are you doing? I'll just backstab you. How about that? How about you just fight me? Please. But yeah, 1 or 2 more riposts and he's done for, which is nice. Yeah, like I said, I hate this attack. I should have unlocked from him and then rolled any other direction, but yeah. I absolutely hate that attack. I think I am... I don't know, my brain just cannot handle it. I'm not even sure if you can parry it, because I don't think I've ever done that. Because it's like a weird attack. I think it's like a, like the kind of attack that you do when you press forward and R2. Like this. I think it's that kind of attack. I don't think you can parry those. So I always just kind of fumble. I mean, luckily the run back isn't too terrible. What I also could have done is... There's a bonfire where the Black Knight was. I could have rested there. But, you know, then the whole strat of Homeward boning out wouldn't have worked. I guess it didn't work out anyhow, because I died. Didn't expect to die. Because normally, you know, I parry him just fine. Well, you know, can't always go according to plan. Oh yeah, there's an armor set here. I think it's the... I don't know. I forgot what the class was called. Adventurer, I think? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you get that armor set there, minus the weapon. I think, actually, speedrunners... I don't know if they still do, but I remember they used to exclusively use this class. Like the adventurer, not the thief. Actually, they would also use the thief, just so they can have black firebombs in the beginning to kill a silent demon quicker, actually. That was a strat that was used. I'm not sure what they use these days, honestly. I haven't watched a Dark Souls speedrun in like a couple of years. I haven't really been keeping up with the world record, at least. So I'm not really in the loop. Oh, you can parry it. Okay. Well, we learned something new. After... I don't even know how many hours I have in this game. Like 400. Yeah, we can always learn something new, I guess. So... I guess I know I can parry that now, and all the times I haven't been able to before, it's just because I'm bad. It was good to know. Anyhow, Havel's dead. Oh yeah, I forgot I have the Tiny Beings ring. Yeah, think I'm just gonna switch to the leather set. Why not? But yeah, what I'm gonna do now is Homeward Bone out. And then I'm back at Andres, which would have been a time save if I didn't die like an idiot. At least now, with the added money, I can upgrade my weapon a bit more. Which is always nice. I don't know if I can... I can get it to +4. +5 is going to be actually insane. So that's not happening. But I will increase my strength so that I may actually parry with the Grass Crest shield. There we go, if need be. Actually, what I should also do is put the gold pine resin in my hotbar, because I'm going to be using that for the gargoyles. Which is the next upcoming boss, the gargoyles. So we're about almost half an hour in, and we're at the gargoyles, which is quite nice. You know, I remember... oh, right. Yeah, stairs have like this weird property where it's like... riposts are kind of awkward. Oh! Yeah. Come on, don't fucking dance, you dumbass! Okay, that's fucking awkward. That was actually so awkward. Why would he just stand there, bro? He was just fucking... like a bouncer. He would not let me through. That's crazy. You know, usually he just goes for the attack, but he was just like standing there. I probably should have just hit him, I guess, but I didn't want to. For some reason, I don't know why. I didn't think about it. But yeah, I should have hit him. Well, if he tries that again, I'll try hitting him. That's so awkward, man. Damn. I don't know if you can actually walk past this guy. I guess he can just kill you. I guess that's an option. Alright, here we go. Yeah, this guy always gets... Okay, buddy. Yeah, that's the awkward part if you, like, hit him. Because their dying animations actually make it so you can't run through. But, well, it worked out. I got hit once by the shield guy, so we're good. Alright, goggles. Should be a quick fight, I think. Yeah, look at his damage, boy. Insane. And we stun him. And while he's getting angry, we kill him. Okay, that's awkward. Okay, hold the phone, fella. Okay, I guess we gotta play a bit slow with this fella. Okay, if that flame would have hit me, I think I would have died. Oh yeah, pretty good. I mean, I got hit like, what, twice? 3 times maybe? My memory is really bad. My memory is so bad. I don't know why. But, I don't know, my memory has always been really bad. It's probably because my sleep's horrible, but, you know. We're balling. I don't remember, can you jump down here and not die? I don't really want to try because I got 10,000 sold. I want to get back up here. But yeah, we got the best gesture in the game. I always buy just one purging stone. Just in case. You know, I've rarely had to use it, but in the times I've had to, it was really nice to have it. Okay, so you notice I didn't spend my souls, but that actually has a reason. What my aim is now is pretty much, firstly, get rid of these fellas. There we go. And then fight this guy here. Well, I guess it's less fighting than just tickling him. The reason is he drops a Titanite shard, which, you know, I won't have to buy. There we go. And then I buy 2 more shards, and then I can upgrade my dagger to +5, is it? Yes, to +5, which is max for now. And after that, we're pretty much just gonna go through Undead Burg again. Face the next boss, and get the next, you know, necessary item to... Oh my god, sorry. To upgrade my dagger even further. My inventory management has gotten really bad. I'm so rusty. What I could also do is upgrade my grass crest shield, which in turn would make it so that I suffer less stamina damage when I'm blocking attacks. That's kind of a, you know, niche application, so I'm not really interested in that. Alright, now we're going to be taking a shortcut back to Firelink Shrine, which is this lift right here, which leads us back to that one lift we jumped down in the beginning. And it's kind of nice that it loops around like that. I actually really appreciate this level design. I did forget to grab something though. That is really awkward. That is really awkward. And I'm gonna have to go back. I forgot to grab an item that increases our Estus flask, which would make it so we heal more per Estus used. It's kind of essential to grab that, but you know. Damn, dude's waiting for me. I respect it. Yeah, there it is. On this altar, just grab it. Firekeeper soul. And these are used to upgrade your Estus flask. So what we're gonna do is go down, upgrade our Estus flask, get the best ring in the game. And then we're just gonna speedrun through Undead Burg to get to where we need to go next. Also, I would like to apologize if my pronunciations are a bit off. It's actually been a while since I've been actively, you know, speaking English. It's been a minute. So yeah, I would like to apologize for that. Now we have this good fellow here that we're gonna kick off. We're not being mean. He is a very bad man. So it's okay. It's okay to kick bad people off cliffs. But yeah, what we're gonna have to do is reload the game pretty much to make his loot actually spawn where he was, which is here. Which is a humanity and the Ring of Favor and Protection. The best ring in the entire game, because it gives you HP, stamina, and equip load. And you can see it actually increased my stats by a lot. So I'm just gonna upgrade my dexterity a bit more. What I'm gonna do now is actually go for a little suicide run. To grab another Firekeeper's soul. You know, it's just gonna make things a bit easier, you know. Just that tiny bit easier. Okay, we're gonna go down the lift, send it back up. Then jump down into the New Londo ruins, where we're gonna be going. Well, we're gonna be going there later. We can already grab this item here. Probably not gonna be using it. Actually, nah, I'm not sure. Because, you know, I only have this little dagger. But we'll see. Because New Londo has a fun little gimmick. You get these ghosts here. And you can't actually normally attack. You're gonna need that item for it. So you pretty much just, you know. Oh, no. Yeah. Like, if I try to hit these fellas, it would just not work. And I honestly didn't expect to make it out, I'll be honest. Yeah, I honestly didn't expect to make it out, to be honest, yes. You can tell I'm not a native. Anyway. I didn't expect to make it out. So what I will do is actually go to another place down here. Which is called the Valley of Drakes. You can get there through a fun little door that you can open with the master key from this side. Because I think normally you're supposed to open it from the other side, but, you know, with the master key you can open it from this one. What I'm gonna do is just pick up a little soul item. That's pretty much it. And then I'm gonna die, yeah. I could also pick up another ring that's used in speedruns, which is the Red Tearstone ring. Makes you deal like 50% more damage if your health is below a certain threshold. But yeah, with a dagger, it's not really that useful. You know, the kind of damage that I deal is not really head-on. I almost forgot to upgrade my Estus. That would have been awkward. There we go, +2. Very nice. I don't remember what the max is. I think it's +7? I think. Which I'm not sure if you can actually do in a single playthrough. I don't think you can. Okay, you guys are just awkward today. Jeez. Oh yeah, we're just gonna be running into Lower Undead Birth now. I could do a little skip to get down there, but actually kind of gets on my nerves to do that skip, I'll be honest. So we're gonna do the traditional way, which I think is pretty fun. And which allows us to kill this fella. And yeah, you can see +5 dagger does a good amount of damage. But yeah, this guy attacks pretty quickly when he wants to. And I'm also bad, so I'm dead. Ooh, mommy. That was awkward. Jesus. Oh yeah, you gave us a little nice Titanite chunk. I guess we can pick this up. This is the blue tier stone ring. Kinda works the opposite way of the red tier stone ring, because when your health is below a certain threshold, it actually just gives you more defense instead of more damage. Not really that exciting. Although I think it's come in clutch a couple times for me before. Oh yeah, there's also a Titanite chunk here. Good thing I killed that lizard. But yeah, for the longest time I didn't actually know there was a lizard in there even. Just didn't know. But yeah, that lizard is actually very helpful if you do the Black Knight Halberd playthrough kind of deal. Because, you know, it's 2 Twinkling Titanites. The good thing about weapons like the Black Knight Halberd that you upgrade with Twinkling Titanite is you don't need any embers, which I need to get my weapon to plus 15, which is the max for normal weapons. But special weapons, you only get to plus 5. And you don't need anything for it, except for the upgrade materials. Very handy. We're now in Lower Undead Berg, which is actually a very annoying area. Believe it or not. In part, because of these little Fidos. Yeah, just annoying. I guess we're gonna free the mage, eh? Key to skip? No. Oh, I don't have his key. Okay, my bad. He's gonna remain in there, I guess. Yeah. I forgot. I thought the master key would open it. But, no. Alas. Okay, you gotta be careful with these guys. Sometimes they like to parry you. They have a parry stance, and if you actually hit them, you know, you get parried. As the name parry stance suggests. And they actually can deal a lot of damage. Okay, we're gonna be very careful here. You can get swarmed very easily in this section. Because in addition to the thieves, there are also dogs. Yeah, that one there. I think there's a second dog as well. I think. Yeah, there he is. He's just kind of AFK. Okay, before I go into this boss though, I'm actually gonna get the shortcut to here. Just in case I screw up and die. Because that's a very real possibility that could happen. Okay, buddy. Enough. Also, well, it's good. It's actually... Jesus Christ. It's actually very good to be here, because you can buy charcoal pine resin. Which obviously is very nice. And I'm gonna buy a purple moss clump for later. Because in one upcoming area, you're gonna get poisoned. So I just like to prevent that if possible. But yeah, we're just gonna go back to the next boss. Hopefully kill him first try. I'm not sure if I can with this weapon. Because, you know, it's not the greatest. It's a bit of a gimmick fight, actually. I'm going the wrong way. Because it's pretty much this claustrophobic fight with a, you know, a goat demon and his 2 dogs. That's the best way I describe it. I'm actually gonna top up my health before I go in there, just in case. But yeah, this is the Capra demon. Very fun guy. And he has 2 companions. So pretty much the strat is usually what I do. Is just go up here, kill the dogs, and then, you know. Then I can chill. Because he himself is really not that bad. You just want to make sure you always have, like, at least 1 roll in the tank. Because I'm not sure... Oh yeah, he does follow-up attacks. Okay, so I guess you want to have 2 rolls in the tank when you fight him. What? I've never seen him attack twice. That's crazy. Okay, actually, what I'm gonna do is switch back to one hand. Because it's a faster attack. I mean, it does less damage, of course, but I attack quicker and proc my bleed quicker. And it costs less stamina than a 2-handed attack, so it's just better for me. I love when he does that attack because it leaves him wide open to punishment. And there we go. That's it. Capra Demon generously gives us the key to the depths. And we're going to be going there immediately. And what we're going to be doing there is pretty much just... I mean, we're going to be skipping the boss down here. Because I don't like it. I know. Not very cool to skip a boss, but, you know. I'm not really fond of this whole area. So, please forgive me. What I am here for is this. I don't care for much else. Okay, buddy, you did not have to chime in. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna lose these souls then. I'm not really too fussed, to be quite honest. But yeah, normally, you know, you'd be going through the depths, all this jazz, and honestly, I can't be bothered. I hate that place so much. So I'm just not gonna bother. I'm just gonna be going to where I need to go from the other side. Which is actually down here again. But instead of the Valley of Drakes, where we were heading before, we're just gonna be getting out here and immediately heading right. And yeah, this is pretty much where we need to go. This is where the next boss is. At the bottom of this. Pretty simple stuff. But yeah, normally you're supposed to... I'm not sure, like, what level your weapons are supposed to be at in different parts of the game, to be quite honest. But I think your weapon's not supposed to be +5 here. Probably more like... I don't know what kind of upgrade materials are on the depths, actually. But I think it's more like supposed to be about +7-ish. But I think that doesn't really matter for us that much, anyhow. Because, you know, the base damage on a weapon is still garbage. What I am saying, however, is, you know, we're going into this a bit under-leveled. That's all I'm saying. Now, I haven't studied the drop location. Well, not drop, but I haven't really studied the item locations here extensively. So forgive me, but I'm gonna have to actually roll around in the mud here a little bit and check if there's any large Titanite shards here. I mean, swords are also fine, but I'm really just looking for large Titanite shards. I know there's one on the way to the boss. Oh. Okay. The pyromancer said, I forgot about that. But yeah, I think it's actually just that one right there, eh? Well, no, this one's a soul, I remember that much. And I think there's a large club down there, so... yeah. Okay, I think it's actually just that one large Titanite shard. That's fine. So I'm just gonna top up my health real quick, and then I'm just gonna go face the boss, I guess. But yeah, this is where... no, not where. This is why I bought that poison moss. Yeah, that's the large Titanite shard. Pretty much just so I don't have to worry about being poisoned while I'm doing the boss fight. Because normally I don't really mind, because boss fight's over pretty quickly, usually. But with a dagger, it can get kind of drawn out, so I'm just trying to avoid dying by poison. I also don't actually remember if the boss bleeds. So, we'll find that out, I guess. If not, this is gonna be awful. If she doesn't bleed, it's gonna be bad. Because, yeah, I do 15 damage. Oh yeah, what you saw just now with the damage meter, kind of just realized it just now, is actually a very fun mechanic where if you know, an enemy or you is in the air and then takes damage, you're actually taking increased damage. Not too many people... oh my lord, what is that? I've never seen her spit that, like, right in front of her. Oh yeah, not that many people know about it. I have to be careful here that I don't get trapped in lava. That's happened to me a lot of times. But yeah, it seems like she doesn't bleed. Which is bad news for me. I'm stuck. Let me out, please. Yeah, bad news for me. This means this fight will take ages. You know. Not that great, but I guess we'll just have to deal with that. Oh yeah, right. I mean, I don't really mind, you know. The worst thing that could happen to me is pretty much get stuck in this or stuck between her legs while she's exploding. Not very fun. Okay, can you stop? Just walk over to me, please. But yeah, kind of unfortunate that she doesn't bleed. Very bad. Okay, why does this keep happening? Miyazaki? But yeah, if she's in that animation and you're between her hind legs, I think you pretty much just get trapped and die. If you're low health enough, of course. Happened to me before. Yeah, because like, she does a lot of damage. Nope. Can you stop? I do not appreciate the lava spitting lady. Oh, this is bad. That, yeah. You can get trapped like that and it's very annoying. Very bad. But yeah, that's kind of my insurance policy that I went with. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be using my lightning resin for this fight. Especially now that I don't have any more poison moss, so I'm gonna have to deal with being poisoned throughout the whole fight. Kinda annoying. But you know, I've had worse. I'm just gonna be going back for a quick round 2. And I think the damage difference is gonna be really apparent, because I don't know how long I spent in that fight, but I can almost guarantee that I'll be reaching the same health marker in probably half the time. Actually, maybe not half the time, but, you know, a good amount of time. I hate when she does that. Genuinely. So bad. Like, I'm just wasting my time now. Okay, can you not? Can you not, please, just do this, yeah. Like, that's fine, but like, just stop jumping. Oh yeah, I kinda need to pay attention to my health, because I am still poisoned. But yeah, I think I'm at the same health range, roughly. Okay, brother. Yeah, we're at about half health. Okay, that's a really bad spot to do this. I'm just gonna pop the other resin, I think. What is this? Bro. Like, what are we doing? Come on, why do you do this to me? Like, genuinely. Sure, bro. This cannot be worse. Okay, are we serious? Like, I don't mean to get, like, ragey or anything, but jeez. Don't push me in your lava. Okay, you're actually so annoying, Quelaag. And my resin's gone. I haven't even been using it much. Jeez. That is really annoying. You just keep spitting lava. Oh yeah, sure, just do that. Cover the whole arena, why don't you? Jeez, Louise, bro. Yeah, and the worst part is if you're far enough away from her, she does that. And she does it again. Sure. Like I said, cover the whole arena, I don't care. That's a-okay, bro. Yes, just a bit more. Don't even worry about it. I mean, it's your home. So, you know. Guess I don't really have any say in what you decorate your place with, but man. All I'm asking for is less lava. But yeah, I guess since Quelaag doesn't bleed, might actually be a good idea to two-van. Because, you know, I'm not working towards a faster bleed proc anyhow. Okay. You know, the second attack rarely hits me. Okay, you're so annoying when you do that, genuinely. Genuinely. So bad. I think this might be it. Yeah. Okay, that took way longer than it should have. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't know, man. That was a really annoying fight. But hey, we persevered. I mean, I did have to use my other gold pine, but that's fine, I guess. Okay, so there's this hidden wall here after Quelaag with a bonfire that I'm gonna use. I think I do need a bit more health and dexterity. Because the most important part with, you know, a pathetic build like this is pretty much just enough health to actually withstand some damage, because I am gonna mess up. It's inevitable. So I just want more health so I don't die and have to repeat stuff. If I can help it. But yeah, after the Quelaag fight, I'm actually gonna continue a bit more. To actually just get some extra souls. It's an extra 20,000 souls, which is a good amount. And yeah, if you've played Dark Souls before, or I've seen any content about it, you can see the lava textures in my game are different, because I used a mod to make them like that. Because as you may know, Dark Souls lava is also known as pizza cheese lava. And it just looks really bad. It's so bad if you play the game at night and then you get bombarded with the lava. It's so bad. So that's pretty much... I think that was legit the first mod I downloaded. Just to get it out of my screen. But yeah, this is the next boss, Ceaseless Discharge. We just pretty much pick up his sister's clothes. Wait for him to discharge ceaselessly. And then we just pretty much run back to the beginning of the arena. And from there, we just kill him easily. You can fight him normally, but honestly, it's a drag. It is such a drag that Miyazaki actually built this into the game. That's how much of a drag it is. So yeah, we're pretty much just gonna run back here and wait for him. There he is. And he's gonna do this jump. Hold on. And then we're just gonna tickle him a bit. And he's dead. That's pretty much it. This is the only way I would recommend anyone to fight this guy. Because any other way is just super annoying. Especially if you're melee. It's kinda okay if you're ranged. But if you're melee, it's just bad. But yeah, with him dead, this area opens up a bit more for later. Can't actually do anything right now. So I'm just gonna turn back. Just gonna enjoy my money and turn back and continue the game. But yeah, this is pretty much just gonna be a long section of absolutely nothing. It's literally just gonna be running, so not very entertaining, I will admit. And I'm not the kind of guy to be like, you know, high energy and yap about all sorts of things in a, you know, hyper manner. I don't do that kind of stuff. Like, I'm pretty, as a person, I'm just low energy. Which, I mean, a lot of people don't appreciate, but personally, watching people with, like, super high energy and they're yelling all the time, it's just not for me. It's super draining. Like, that's just how I feel. I personally find it very draining. I mean, especially if, you know, if you want something you could fall asleep to. Not really a good combination, I suppose. I'm thinking if I should go on another suicide run for another Firekeeper's Soul to upgrade my Estus. Might actually have to do that. Simply because, you know, health is a very important commodity. Oh yeah, what I should do also is put on my new bling. This here's pretty much the best lightweight armor in the game. You know, look at the poison resistance you get from it. It's actually crazy. And like for its weight class, it's also just very good. It has very good stats compared to the weight. It's just a really good armor set. I'm pretty much gonna be rocking it for the rest of the game also. There might be, there will be one exception. Well, not one actually, probably more exceptions than one. Because the later bosses aren't actually, you know, able to bleed, I don't think. Like a lot of the later ones. So my dagger will fall off very hard. Why am I toxic? Anyway. Down here is the section where you kind of do that suicide run for the Firekeeper's Soul. It's right here. Boom. Yeah, it's very hard to actually get through this part I mean, to be fair, I could have just taken my time, gone through it, but I think it's actually quicker to just suicide and then never go back. That's what I'm gonna do. Because these 2,000 souls or whatever that they are there, that I'm leaving, it's just not very... It doesn't bother me. Also, you might have noticed, you might have already commented about it, if you've actually been watching. Over my souls, there's that little activate Windows watermark. I recently swapped out my CPU for a better one. I'd been using the, I think it's the Ryzen 5 7600X. Because a lot of people have been recommending it for like gaming in 2K resolution. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get that. My performance is actually very bad with it. It was so bad that even my old processor's performance was better, which was an Intel i7 9700K, which released a lot of years earlier. But yeah, it beat that Ryzen processor in performance, so I was like, oh man, I pretty much got a downgrade, really. So yeah, I swapped to a good old, you know, the classic 7800X 3D. Pretty much one of the best gaming processors. And yeah, it's been smooth sailing from here. However, Windows did not appreciate me swapping it. And, well, I've been using like an OEM license, which I think it's like a vendor's license type of deal. It was cheap, okay. It was like 10 bucks. And with those licenses, they are kind of hardware bound, I think. So the issue is, you know, I've been swapping my hardware around like crazy. And yeah, Windows was like, dude, what are you doing? And then pretty much was like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna take that license. So yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a new Windows license, but I don't know when I'll do that. Because I've also been kinda thinking about upgrading my GPU as well. And I know usually Windows doesn't revoke your license even if you have an OEM license if you swap your GPU. Because it's not like a deep component like a CPU, I guess. I don't know how it works, to be quite honest. But, yeah. I just don't want to run the risk of having to buy another Windows license if I swap my GPU. So I've been kind of chilling with that. I'm not really missing out on anything by not having my license activated anyhow. So I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. But yeah, back to the game. We beat Chaos Witch Quilak and the Bell Gargoyles, which allows us to progress into the next part of the game, which is behind Undead Parish. So we're pretty much just gonna go back there. I'm gonna upgrade my dagger to +6 real quick. You know, a little detour. Simply because the good thing about this game is like, there's another blacksmith where I'm going, but that blacksmith wouldn't be able to get me to +6 from +5 because, you know, that blacksmith doesn't have the ember that I just gave Andre. So yeah, but if it's +6 already, it can make you go all the way up to +10. So that's just my idea behind this. So I can just pretty much collect some large shards and then upgrade at the blacksmith in the new place we're going, which is called Anolondo. But first we gotta go through Sen's Funhouse. A lot of people actually really hate this place. I mean, I used to as well, of course. But over time, you kind of learn how this place works. Oh, hello. Hi. How you doing? Please don't follow me in here. Please leave. Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. Okay. I'm gonna have to kill this guy. Oh, hi. It just gets better and better. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Gonna have to continue forward a bit, I guess. This is so annoying. Oh yeah, and this one's coming down now too. Oh. Yeah. Not a fun time for you, eh? I guess I'm just gonna get this ring in here. Might as well. What I did want to do was actually open up a passageway, but those fellas prevented me from doing that. Oh, I don't actually need Havels right now. Very handy. But yeah, I'm gonna go back down here. I hear another enemy. Lovely. I really hope that enemy doesn't come here. I did just hear it though. Yeah, there it is. I think we're good though. Anyhow, we have this fellow here who's gonna help me. Give him a little nudge. And pretty much we need him to hit this door. Well, not door, but we're gonna need him to hit this wall. Yeah, like this. Perfect. And then we just kill him. But yeah, this place is interesting if you want to run a magic build, because Big Hat Logan's in there and he sells some really powerful spells. What I'm interested in though is the Soul of a Hero. It's just a free 20,000 souls, which will come in handy for upgrading my dagger. Because I'm pretty much just going to be buying Titanite shards. And that's pretty much the whole idea. Oh, hi. Forgot about this guy. Okay, nice. Nice propose. Whatever, man. Whatever. Anyway, there's a nice strat for this you can use. You just go here, jump, quit out. Then you just log back in. Because quit outs in this game kinda reset your enemies. So we can just do this. Because normally there's a ball that comes down, like many other places, but with that strat you can avoid it. But yeah, now I'm just gonna clean up a bit. Loot another item down here. think... Yeah. Oh, man. I hate that enemy. Move! Oh my god, man. Been a while since I've died down here, so I'd rather not have that happen. I think they're kind of stuck in a loop now. Yeah, we're just kind of... What are we doing here? Okay, this is really annoying. Man, I hate when that happens. Okay, and you just perfectly walk through here. You too. I see how it is. So you're telling me you're walking through here perfectly? Yeah, exactly, dumbass. Don't even play with me. But yeah, the whole price that I went for were these 2 large Titanite shots that I wanted. That was it. My greed sometimes sickens me. But yeah, I'm gonna play it safe and get this bonfire down here. Oh, yeah. I don't know why, but these explosions are just unnecessarily loud. So I'm probably gonna be turning the audio down for this in post-production a bit. Look how fancy schmancy I sound. Post-production. Crazy. Will I even need to buy large shards? I'm not actually quite sure. I mean, I'll buy some anyway, but I don't think I actually need to. But yeah, there's this fellow over here. You know, he's kind of given up on life, so I'm just not gonna bother him. Yeah, I'm gonna buy 1 shard, I guess.
Go along, try and make some.
I'm not actually sure how many large shards you need for max upgrade, but might be 6 or 7. Don't even think about it. I hate life right now. So bad. Anyhow, we're making our way up here. You know, making our way downtown. Up to the next boss. But before we do that, there's this fella. We just kind of need to bait into doing a long string of attacks. Yes, like that. He does it, then he gets tired, and then you can just hit him. We're gonna be here a while, apparently. I don't remember him having this much health. Yeah, we might need him to do that, like, a couple more times, unfortunately. But yeah, I've always just kind of done this. Like, just, you know, hiding in here, baiting him. I'm just going to town on him. Oh, the RNG is actually very good. Like him doing that immediately twice in a row? That's crazy. That's unheard of. There we go. The reason we do that is because he drops a Titanite chunk, which is very good. Anyhow, now we're gonna be facing a kind of big challenge, because the following guy, he takes not that much damage. Not that much damage. This is the Iron Golem, and normally what I like to do is just stagger him. You know, stagger him, kill him, easy peasy. But I'm using a teeny tiny dagger. Which, you know, doesn't have that much stagger damage. Can you stop? And I know normally you're supposed to focus one limb at a time, but kinda difficult when he doesn't stagger at all. Oh, I thought he was doing that stagger animation. Man. Yeah, it's bad. Not really that much I can do here. Oh, that was the stagger animation. God dang it. But yeah, even then. It's just kind of pitiful. Yeah, and he recovers. Guess I'll just need more of that good. Actually, I should be two-handing, now that I think about it. Like, it's not that much more damage, but probably does add up. Yeah, every time he does that, I always get tricked into thinking he's staggering. Okay, but now he jumped back anyway, so I'm just cooked. He always gets my ass, bro. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to fight him normally, eh? Kind of a drag. Yeah. But you know, it is what it is. Every time, brother. Every time. Yeah, my damage is just kind of pathetic. But yeah, he's one of the worst enemies for the, you know, for the dagger run. To be fair, I could have been limiting myself even more. Because the bandit knife is actually not the worst dagger in the game. I think that might work. I don't know if I can make him fall like this. Probably not. But yeah, actually the bandit knife is not the worst dagger in the game. Because there's a weapon called Just Dagger. And that one doesn't even... It doesn't even have... Jesus Christ. I'm just too focused to talk. It doesn't even have bleed. So it doesn't even have that going for it. But I was thinking like... Okay, I hate lingering hitboxes. But I was thinking like... That wouldn't be too fun for me. I think that would just be pain. Like, I like a little bit of pain in my life, of course. As does anyone who plays these games. However, there are limits. I like pain, but I don't like wasting my time. You know, like attempting the same boss 50 times or whatever with a dagger. Like getting very close to killing it and then dying or whatever. That is just not fun. That is an amount of pain I am not willing to tolerate. Especially not, you know, if there's no reward at the end of it, you know? Just pain for the sake of pain. No. That does not make sense to me. In other news, we killed the guy. Finally. Only took us like 2 charcoal pine resins. So that's lovely. But yeah, we finally made it into the arguably best area in the game. And what I'm gonna still keep doing is just level up that health. And a little bit of dex. And yeah, we're just gonna keep continuing on. Pretty much the rest of this area is just gonna be running, mostly. It's just mostly gonna be running. I did that a bit early, but it's okay. But yeah, we're just gonna ignore that gargoyle. We're just gonna be unbothered by him. And there we have these painting guardians. Ooh, that's actually sad. The painting guardian sword actually has a potential for having a lot of DPS. I might actually show that off at the end. If, you know, if I can be bothered. Yeah, it actually has a lot of potential for high DPS. I've used it with a spell once to kill Thief in, I'm gonna say like 20 seconds? Not even joking. Like 20 seconds. And it was actually crazy. But yeah, a lot of people are scared of the rafters, understandably, because the painting guardians actually make it very annoying. But yeah, you can kind of cheese them. You know, just jump out of the way. Be done with them. Now we're gonna push forward a bit. There's another gargoyle. Which, normally when I play, I actually kill him. But I have a tiny dagger. It's gonna take ages. Can't be bothered. So I'm just gonna ignore the guy and push on. And I think I'm gonna end the video after I beat the next boss. I think that would be a good time to stop. Oh yeah, what I'm doing right now is pretty much just running through this area. Pretty standard stuff, really. Getting hit is also standard stuff, of course. But yeah, this part is actually kinda stressful. Because, you know, these archers are really mean. Case in point. They are... Yeah, they are very mean, but you can just quit out. It's okay. We can just quit out. Not succumb to fall damage and have to do everything again. Never mind. When you respawn in a weird angle, you just die anyway. That's fine. It does waste a bit of time. But, okay. My RNG is just really bad. What is it? I thought I saw the lift up here. Oh, I guess I didn't. But yeah, just... we did unlock the shortcut there, so it's not that bad. But usually what I do is I do normally kill the left archer first. And that usually works out fine for me, but... I guess the one to the right actually had a vendetta against me, so that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But you know, that's fine. Just gonna be spending a bit more time walking. Which I don't mind, you know. I actually do enjoy taking in the scenery in this game sometimes. You know, just looking around. This area does look beautiful. Oh yeah, that can sometimes happen. Usually that happens to me when I'm walking up here though, not when I'm walking down. Okay. Second attempt. I might try to kill this guy first. Maybe that works better, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think it's better this way, actually. But yeah, what most people do is have him, like, attack the edge here. So then he falls off to his death. That's also a very valid strat. Okay, I'm just gonna collect this. But yeah, I'm relatively experienced in parrying these guys. So I'm just gonna go that route. I've had to kill a lot of Silver Knights, because I do have all the achievements in this game. And one of them is having, like, all the unique weapons. So you kind of just have to spam kill these guys to get all their weapons. It's very annoying. But, you know, with enough humanity and the ring that increases item drop rate, I eventually managed to do it. Okay, now we're gonna loot this place. I always forget, I rarely talk to Solaire, even though I probably should. Because, you know, he's best boy. I don't really talk to him, so I just never see him there. Because he has some pretty funny dialogue. Whoopsie. He has some pretty funny dialogue when he's sitting there. But yeah, there we go. 2 parries and the fellow is dead. Very good. Yeah, now we're gonna almost kill ourselves. Jesus, I forgot about that rub, but it's not actually bad, but you know, it just kind of surprised me. Yeah, we're gonna get this secret area in which we will get Havel's set. Very nice. He goes to get his shield and his weapon, the dragon tooth. Okay. Remember how I picked up the Lloyd's talisman earlier? This is like one of the use cases for it. You just throw it at a mimic chest, and then you can pick up its item. Without actually having, having to kill it. Because mimic chests actually cause for a lot of trouble among players, because, they hit very hard, have a lot of health. And, they have an insta-kill attack, so that's always fun. I mean, it's not actually an insta-kill, but you need a lot of health to withstand that, so... It's pretty much an insta-kill. But yeah, the Havel set is gonna come in use later for a different boss. We're gonna do a little skip here now. So we don't have to go through the whole Silver Knight area. I know I said I wouldn't do, like, any big skips or glitches or whatever, but that's just something I always do. Always. I just really don't like that area that much. And, it saves a lot of time. You can go this way to get a bow. Down here. The Dragon Slayer Great Bow, in fact. But, yeah, I'm probably not going to be using it. I actually don't remember, but I think these guys also drop unique weapons. Or they would if, they wouldn't just off themselves. The reason I'm... Oh my god, this guy's kicking my ass. The reason I'm down here in the first place, actually... My lord. Okay, buddy. Chill. Relax. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, bro. But yeah, the reason I'm down here in the first place is actually... simply because... of this item drop here. I thought I'd just kill everyone here for it, but I guess not. The Titanite chunk. Which is obviously gonna be pretty important for me later on. Now, I don't actually know if they are blocked from coming in here or not. They might be, they might not be. Okay, they clearly are not. So I probably should have... Okay, I'm just gonna reload. Just... No shame in doing this, just reloading. I can have a little bit of peace and quiet. I don't actually remember which ring this is. Oh, it's the Hawk ring. Come on. Just makes your bows do more damage, I think. But yeah, I'm just gonna upgrade my bandit knife. Oh, I'm actually missing a shot. That's cool. Oh, thank God I can buy one. Oh my lord, I would have been very annoyed. But yeah. Bows plus 10 now. Very cool. I don't think I actually need to buy anything else. Do I? Nah. I'm just gonna leave. Actually, I'm gonna be putting my humanities on my hotbar. Because they're also a very good healing item. They give you a full heal. Only downside is this. Takes a while to use. That's kind of the downside. Okay. So I'm just gonna run all the way around and then make my way to the boss. Which, it's a fun boss. It's one of the only dual bosses in all of Dark Souls that I actually enjoy. Because quite honestly, most of them are actually bad in my opinion. I mean, it's just my opinion, of course, but most of them I do not enjoy. But you know, Ornstein and Smo are just, I don't know, they're built different. I do no damage. Okay, so I'm gonna have to play this pretty slow. Okay, and yeah, he's playing it fast. But yeah, I can't really do that much. Because, you know, I can't stagger these guys. Pretty much the most important part is keeping Smo in check. Because he has insane range. Like, actually disgusting range. And he usually does this attack. Like, at least in my experience, he does it so much. Or this one, which, you know, just comes in from downtown. You know, I am kind of wishing that Ornstein, you know, funny to say that, but I kind of wish he would come after me a bit more. Yeah, like that. Just, you know, when I need it. Like, he's just being kind of annoying. Okay, I got a good amount of damage on him though. Very nice. But yeah, now all I need to do is just keep Smo in check a bit. Yeah, that's a very important part, is just paying attention to where Smo is while you're fighting Ornstein. Or the other way around, really. If you prefer to kill Smo first, that's also valid. Personally, I always just kill Ornstein. Because I find Giga Smo less annoying. Because, you know, Giga Ornstein has this, like, one attack where he, like, grabs you with his spear, and it does a lot of damage. And I don't fuck with that. I'll be honest. I don't. Okay, so this is one of those cases where, you know, Ornstein is kind of being annoying, and then I have to pay more attention to Smo. Oh, and my nose is itchy. Not a good combo. I love that he's pushing him in here. Why are you just fucking aura farming, man? You can't just be aura farming. Like, please. Like, yeah, I know I hate being asked to do my job, but please fight me. Your job is not to aura farm. Here he goes again. Let's aura farm together, bro. Okay, are we done? You know? Is your aura gauge filled? Oh, this combo though. Damn. They got my ass. Oh, now all of a sudden when I want to heal, you're gonna not aura farm. Okay. So it really is a matter of if I'm healing or not with you. I like the amount of damage that did. It was like nothing. And back to aura farming. Thanks. Very cool. You gotta think about it. Like, even Smo is on my ass more than this guy. Like, think about that. Yeah, my bad. Where are you going, bro? Okay, I gotta check for smoke. He's chilling. I'm not actually sure if Ornstein can bleed or if I'm just not attacking him enough. Could honestly be either or. Yeah, Ornstein is just being very annoying right now. Like, please. Like, what are you doing, brother? Yeah, maybe I'll switch to two-handing, considering I don't really get that many attack strings in. Like, I mostly just get singular hits, which is kind of annoying, but you know. Okay, he's doing that again, that's fine. Yeah, I do a bit more damage like this. Oh, this is deadly, yeah. Okay, I can't see you, fat ass. Okay, 3 hits. That's actually insane, man. Yeah, just gotta play it slow. Slow and, you know, cool as a cucumber. I don't like when he jumps back like that, because that usually indicates he does a sprint. But I guess in this case... Oh fuck, I didn't even realize. Oh! I completely did not realize I was out of Estus already. Okay, you guys are so annoying. Genuinely. Like, what are we doing? Do you just only dash together or what? Oh, please. You're literally one hit. Like, don't even act like you're healthy. I hate his jumping. I hate it so much. It's so bad. Die, bro. Okay, we got Giga Super Smo here. What we're gonna wanna do is wait until he does that attack and then just give it to him. That's pretty much it. Wait for him to do that. Dodge. Light him up. Okay, I kind of thought he would do the sprint, but okay. That attack is just fine. Because it's very easy to dodge. It's chill. But yeah, Smo has like a very low tolerance for bleed, I think. It's like very low. And since he's so slow, he takes a lot of punishment, which in turn, you know, makes you able to proc that bleed even better. There we go, another bleed proc. Oh, damn. Come on, man. Yeah, that attack can be kind of scary. Okay. Just because I say it's scary doesn't mean you have to spam it. It's not that scary, you know. It's just scary when, you know, you're stuck in an animation and he does it. And then you're out of stamina and then you just, you know, does his thing. But yeah, I think as long as you can roll away like twice, roughly, you're good. Stop laughing, bro. Okay, that could have hit me, but it didn't, luckily. Okay, that's it. I don't know how long it took. I think it took me like 10 minutes, but, you know. Pretty good. Pretty good. Considering, you know, I only have this tiny, stupid dagger. Does like 150. In theory. In practice, it does not. But yeah, we made it. And now for the reward. The Lord Vessel, of course. Nothing else. There we go. Got the Lord Vessel. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to end things. Got a lot done. You know, got the Lord Vessel in 2 hours. Pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna do, you know, I'm gonna do these until I beat the game pretty much. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed. If you're asleep by now. If you're sleeping well. If not, hope whatever you were doing while you were watching was fun. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.